Welcome to episode 2 of Locke Loses at Pokémon. This time around, I will be playing Night March. Night March is a deck that cares about what's in your graveyard. Its primary form of attack is with Pokémon that have the Night March ability. Night March does 20 damage times the number of Pokémon that are in your discard pile that have the Night March attack. The Pokemon that I am running that can actually use Night March are Joltik, seen here, and Pumpkaboo. Additionally, I am running for Lampent, who also has Night March, but because I am purposefully not running Litwick from which it evolves, the only thing I can do with Lampent is throw it in my discard pile in order to fuel Night March. Yveltal-EX is another attacker that I have available. His versatile ability lets him use the attacks of any Pokemon in play, so he too can use Night March so long as I have either Pumpkaboo or Joltik on my bench. Next attacker is the Eevee evolutionary line. This Eevee allows me to, when I play a basic energy on him, to search my deck for the evolution that energy corresponds with. I can fetch either Flareon, whose Vengeance attack is like a mini Night March in that it does 10 more damage per Pokemon in my discard pile, or Leafeon, which is good tech against Seismitoad-EX we saw last week that is weak against Grass. This deck wants to hit hard and fast. It's an aggro deck. To facilitate that, I run 4 Battle Compressors, which allow me to search my deck for 3 cards and put them in my discard pile. 3 Ultra Balls, which lets me fetch the Night Marchers I intend to use. Repeat Ball for yet more Night Marchers. Standard 2 Versus Seekers for finding supporters. A single Bicycle, because this deck tends to play a lot of cards quickly and your hand gets low. Computer Search to tutor up whatever I happen to need to get going. 2 Colrests for drawing. 4 Ends, once again for drawing. 2 Lysanders for bench manipulation. 4 Professor Sycamores for drawing. 2 Skylas for tutoring up whichever trainer cards I need, be they Battle Compressors or Dimension Valleys, which reduce the attack costs of my Psychic Pokemon by 1. So, if I have Mew, Active, and Joltik on my bench, I can Night March for a single energy. Or, if I'm attacking with Pumpkaboo, I can take that crushing 3 energy cost and reduce it to 2 energy, which is much more manageable. I also have a single Teammates, which allows you to tutor for 2 cards if one of your Pokemon was knocked out the previous turn. 3 Muscle Bands, because Night March can get to 150 pretty quickly, but 170 is the sweet spot for knocking out most of the EXs in this format. Energy-wise, running 4 Double Colorless Energy, 2 Fire, and 3 Grass. Alrighty, let's go lose with it. Okay, we have an opponent named Great Player, who appears to be running a Dark Psychic deck, which tells me Yveltal. He's still deciding if he wants to go first or second. He should change his name to Slow Player at this point. He's going to go first, and he has no basic Pokemon. Okay, at this point, I'm not seeing anything that tells me what he's running. That's a pretty basic set of supporters. Number 2, Tool Retriever tells me he's running something with Megalutions, so I might have been incorrect about my call on Yveltal. Alright, unfortunately I have to start with a Joltik, which is scary because he can be taken out on turn 1 with a Hypnotoxic Laser in a Verbank Gym. Yes, we will be drawing cards. Ugh. Not what I wanted to see. there's the Yveltal-EX. Let's take a look at Yveltal-EX in just a second. Alright, so first things first, we're going to battle Compressor. We want to find all of the Lampents we can and dump them into the graveyard. I know I have one Lampent in hand. Oh, no, not Versus Seeker. And at this point, it looks like Lampent number 4 is in my prize packs. Yep, so we're going to have to settle for a Pumpkaboo. Alright. Alright, let's muscle band up. Joltik here. It's probably the wrong call, but I'm about to discard a whole bunch of cards. Yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and put down the Mr. Mime. I am not in love with anything I am seeing. Joltik's going to get rocked next turn, so the play now is to start building up the other Joltik. I'm going to go ahead and battle Compressor one more time. Alright. And I'm going to end my turn. Yveltal's ability is Evil Ball. It does a bunch of damage if it and the Pokemon that's active on your opponent's side has a whole bunch of energy on, and it can do damage fast. Alright, he's going to Sycamore away. Will look like a pretty good hand because he needs to get more basics because he fully understands. See, yeah, that's 90 damage on turn 2. He fully understands the kind of damage that a Night March deck can do. Alrighty. I'm going to put another energy on my Joltik, play my Pumpkaboo, and then I'm going to use N, which will force him to shuffle his hand and draw 5. I will draw 6. I'm not in love with what I am seeing. At this point, I have options. I can Ultra Ball for a Pokemon, or I can Computer Search for something. I'm not sure what I would. Except double colorless energy. At this point, how many do I have in my graveyard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Night March is doing 160. And Muscle Band is 180, so it will kill the Yveltal-EX. At this point, let's just go ahead and do that and wait and see. Oh, I forgot. Yveltal is weak against electricity, so go Joltik. He's getting rocked next turn, but then I can Teammates and get double colorless energy for, I'm guessing, Pumpkaboo maybe? I'm gonna bring up Pumpkaboo. I have a plan. Alright. At this point, I'm going to use computer search, discarding a Lampent and an Ultra Ball. I think. Yeah. To get a... Actually, while I'm here, let me check on Mew, see if it has a weakness to Darkness. No, it has a weakness to Psychic. Alright. So let me grab a double colorless. Attach double colorless to Pumpkaboo. Put Dimension Valley up. And then Lysander up that Yveltal-EX. And rock its world. Alright. Pumpkaboo is weak against darkness, so this Yveltal is going to take it out. At this point, we are going to teammates. I'm not sure for what. I have made a critical error. Oh wait, there we go. I still have a Night Marcher. Let's grab a Night Marcher. And a double colorless. Yeah. That's the play. Alrighty. We are good, I think, at this point. Yeah. So... I'm not going to be especially happy if he has a Lysander and uses it to take out my Pumpkaboo. Alright, he's going to get rid of my Muscle Band. That's fine. No, he's got the Lysander. So there's Pumpkaboo. Pumpkaboo's getting rocked. Let's bring up Eevee. Have Flareon now versus Seeker for a teammates. Use teammates to get a double colorless and I'm honestly not sure what helps at this point. I need to be able to get Yveltal-EX. I'm quickly running out of attackers. Do I have another Eevee? There, that's the play. Put the double colorless on Flareon. Eevee available. Alright, so I've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180. Okay, so I have enough damage to take anything out. Unfortunately, I am going to have to settle for Yveltal. and then Flareon's going to go down next turn. So I somehow need to come up with double colorless to stay in this game. He's Ultra Balling for what? A Jirachi. So he's going to play Jirachi, which allows him to get a supporter. I assume that supporter at this point is going to be Lysander's trump card, which forces us to shuffle our discard piles into our decks. And this is likely the point at which I have lost this game. I do still have a battle compressor in hand, so I can still fill my graveyard, or my discard pile, excuse me. I'm not sure exactly what I can do with that, however. Yeah, it's just enough to kill Flareon. And I have a useless Versus Seeker. Well, maybe not so useless. I can use Battle Compressor to get a supporter into my discard pile, which I can then Versus Seeker up. I think I'm going to get a Teammates down, most certainly. And start filling it up. Now I'm going to use Versus Seeker to get Teammates. Use Teammates to tutor for 2. It's going to be double colorless and a battle compressor. I'm going to come up short, however, and he is going to win. I will not, however, go down without a fight. I'm going to do as much damage as I can going down. I could have two-shotted him, but alas, I need to one-shot him. Well, as promised, I lost this game, though I put up a pretty good fight, I have to admit. And another unlucky spin on the wheel, a single trainer point for my trouble, and then 12 for my daily bonus. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time.